you watched my previous video, you would see how we got to the park. This is a story about the first time I've ever been at Disney World. I'm freaking 19 and I can't believe I haven't done this sooner. I think these videos are gonna be a lot of mainly rides, a lot of spoilers, probably little montages, because we didn't record so much. I was overwhelmed, so my boyfriend did most of the recording.
The wine and the night made me feel okay. No other you, no other me, no other us, babe. One of a kind, and I won't let it slip away. I can see you in my head, I can see you in my bed. I can see you doing all those things we used to do instead. All the fights at 2 a.m. when you knew I was your man. The only thing I'm thinking about, I really gotta hold on.
I get all the profits. The first store will never know we were there. Okay, time to go, so bye-bye. We better go before he changes his mind. Move along, my friends. Listen carefully and remember, the better you work together, the more you earn. And on the right, roll back on the stick to fly out, and push forward to fly down. Oh, watch it. Weapons are on lock. Left pilot, hitting those guns. Now let's go make that go axial. Right pilot, make the jump to light speed. Please report back to ITS cockpit.
BB-8, is everyone assembled? Good. Shouldn't you be in flight prep? Recruits, thank you for joining the cause.
Roger, this is Black Leader. I hear you're a fine-looking group of recruits. No time to waste. Let's get you on with the general. Stand clear. Deck doors open.
Thank you, Nine-Num. Black Leader, are you and your team ready?
Affirmative. Engines are hot. Red 2, Blue 5, report. Red 2, Jack.
Blue 5 standing by.
Engage propulsors and hold on, recruits. All ships, launch.
Light speed on my mark. What do you better do now?
Black Leader, we're picking up an unusual signal. Are you spotting anything?
Yeah, I see it. We'll check it out. BB-8, what do you got?
There appear to be a number of small craft heading our way. Raise the shields.
We got company. First order TIE fighters. We route. Right, 2, Blue 5, we got a clear path so transport can make a jump.
They're on the location of our secret base. Tell them nothing. The future of the Resistance is at stake. I have a bad feeling about this. Stand back from those doors.
Is now under control of the First Order.
I was getting interrogated.
We haven't gotten that yet.
We're being processed right now. Processed. And then interrogation. I'm so scared.
The prisoners have escaped.
How brave.
but ultimately hopeless. There's nowhere to run.
Attention, all resistance personnel, abandon ship. I repeat, abandon ship. This destroyer is abound.
There's no escape. You will tell me the location of the secret base, and then I will destroy you and the resistance.
You have stripped them up.
There's been a gate change for Star Tours Flight 610 Starseeder service to Kashyyyk.
Come back home, we can fight. I can take the blame. And I bet making sex makes us feel okay. Give it back, give me love, don't you run away. Got a list, couple things that'll make you stay. I can see you in my head, I can see you in my bed. I can see you doing all those things we used to do.
Hi.
I'm already ready to eat some.
So what do you think?
Had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We're not done yet, but I'm having a lot of fun.
We're gonna make droids and lightsabers and buy Rey's lightsaber. And we've been sipping Sprite
On a rack,
and Coke and some
blue milk.
And it lights up, light it up. Light it up. Wow, you can't see if there's a light in there.
We'll show you guys later,
Yeah,
along with all the good stuff.
all the videos of the rides. And we met BB-8 and Darth Vader
Chewy.
and Chewie. And all the stormtroopers are walking around with Rey and Kylo Ren.
Chewy keeps walking around. I say hi and just doesn't acknowledge because
Yeah,
nobody likes me.
they all ignore him.
Hey, Chewy liked me.
But it rained and we're soaking wet and cold, so we're gonna get sick, but it's okay.
It was worth it.
Yeah. And we're dead tired. We're gonna die.
The chassis, the activation plates, grip, emitter, and pommel cap. Remember, building a lightsaber is a very personal journey. Just as you've chosen your crystal, you will now choose each element designed to make your lightsaber unique. Should you have any questions, the gatherers are standing before you, ready and willing to assist. All you need to do is ask.
Activation plates for it.
I like these ones a little bit more.
Yeah.
Go ahead and choose one pair of activation plates. Once you've decided on your pair, you'll see on the inside of those pieces that blue and red square again. One blue mark. And those are going to match up to the blue and red square I was telling you about. So the blue square over the blue square, click in the center of your chassis, red square over the red square. Once they're in place, you should be able to push up into the Yep, just like that.
Yeah, I like that.
May I get this out of the way for you? You can keep going if you want. All right. One final check. Very nice. All right, my friend, when Kembe here gives the signal, we're all going to activate together, and all you have to do is press up on that switch to activate, all right? Hold up.
Nice to meet you. Good job. Great placement of the baffles, beautiful balance. 5 of the first inside. What's your name? Sylvester. Now, we're going to move over to the last part of the journey.
With many parts you began. With the heart of the saber they are joined, much more they will become. It's time.
Let's do it. It is indeed time to take that first step. We've reached the final stage. The bond between Saber and Builder is about to be forged. Raise your sabers. You have built a lightsaber. Like the Jedi and the Sith that have come before you, you too can change the galaxy. Remember, it only takes a spark. And now, my friends, if you would be kind enough to momentarily deactivate and lower your blades.
Complete your lightsaber is.
And remarkable power shouldn't be dropped on the ground.
Things we used to do instead. All the fights at 2 a.m. When you knew I was your man. The only thing I'm thinking about, I really gotta hold on, hold on. I really gotta hold on, hold on. I really gotta hold on, hold on. I really gotta hold on, hold on.
This steering sucks. This steering sucks cock.
Yeah.
First day, Saturday the 1st, February 1st. We got to the park around 5 a.m. because I wanted to go on the Rise of the Resistance. And I was going to be spending the whole entire day at Galaxy Edge because I'm a huge Star Wars fan. That was the main point of going to Disney. So we got there at 5 a.m. The ride there, it was pouring, raining. So the whole time being in that park that day, it was just raining. So I'm a little sick right now, but it was so worth it. And the park opened at 7 a.m. So we stood in line for about an hour, and probably around 6, they let us actually in the park and walked us to halfway in, I would say, and then stopped us and waited till 7 to let us in further. I think it was like what was it? Like the rope drop where they walk you to like the most popular ride. And I think that was the Millennium Falcon. So at 7 a.m., right when the dot hit, everyone was on their phones trying to get the pass, their boarding pass for the ride. And I got it. I got number 26. But my ass didn't click Sylvester's name. So he wasn't put in the boarding pass. And I panicked. Turns out, later on, we walked with someone, they put him into a boarding pass. He was 110, and then they decided to put him into my boarding pass, so he got 26 too. So thank you, Disney people. That made my whole entire day, because I could have not rode that ride without him, because that line was long. So they walked us to the Millennium Falcon, the whole entire group of people, the whole park. And that was the first ride they let every single person on. The one thing that was really rough about that was, prior to that, I told myself, put snacks in your bag because you're gonna be hungry. That's the only thing I forgot. When we got on the ride, if you've been on it, you know that when you hit anything, it feels like an actual hit. And we got gunners, so we weren't driving the Falcon. And the girls that weren't really good at it. So we hit almost about everything. So the ride was just going everywhere and like tunnel vision staring at it. And like you could not record because you were like bouncing everywhere. So I was dizzy, I wanted to throw up. I didn't expect to go on that ride so soon. I was thinking, hey, let's get breakfast and then we'll go ride the rides. No, that's not what happened. But we did that. Then I was glad that we got on that ride so fast. I mean, I have to wait on like 160-minute line for that ride. Like, it's crazy. So I'm glad we did that. Then after that, we just scoped out the area. It was pretty big. I think we got some blue milk. I will show you everything I bought from this area in my next video. And we got green milk and blue milk. Both made me want to throw up. I did not like the taste of either of them. It was an experience. I didn't really care about spending money. I wanted the experience. I wanted everything. So even if I wasted money on certain things, to me it wasn't a waste. To me it was like, it was fun. Because I don't think I'll ever get to do this again. Probably when I am older, because kind of broke here now. So we got blue milk, I believe. Then it was raining. We got to take some pictures. I think we got a bite to eat. It was a wrap. It was like a hot dog thing. I forget the name of the freaking shop, but I think if you went to Disney, I think you know what I'm talking about. And so we made cantina reservations at 9:15 a.m. prior to that. So we're like, okay, might as well and go there because we have nothing to do. Turns out 8:52, we got called to ride the Rise of the Resistance. And when they call you, you have an hour to get there and go. I was anxious because our reservations were at 9:15. And if we had an hour to go, we might as well go after the reservations, because if you don't go, they charge you. And I did not want my mom's credit card to get charged because I made the reservations with her card. And so I had anxiety. So we waited on a long line to get into the cantina, which took about 10 minutes, but I thought it'd be longer, so that was a plus. My anxiety was through the roof because I could not miss out on this ride. So we went into the cantina, we got to stand. You can only sit in there for 45 minutes because limited seating and everyone wanted to get in. So we're waiting for a while for the waiter or the waitress, and to be honest, it was not that long for any of it. It was just so dramatic because we were so anxious. And they come, we get a menu. Obviously, I choose a drink with the pork cup. I think it's called Cave Dweller. So I'm like, I'm gonna get this and I'm gonna just drink it really fast and whatever. So we tell the lady, she asks us if we want to buy the cup. I say, yes, I want to keep the cup. And then she comes back with the drinks, and obviously because we had to sit across the table or like stand across the table next to like strangers. So we were all like together. So she waited on all of us at once. And so we all ordered, then she came with all our stuff. And then we're like, can we have the check? Like, no offense, like, don't want to rush you, but we need the check. And she's like, okay, I'll come back with the check and then the cup, because you don't get the cup you're using, you get a fresh new one, which I thought was genius, because literally I was just gonna take this thing and walk out. I was that ready. I wish we got to spend more time at the cantina. Probably would have ordered like more things to drink and eat to experience it a little more. But sadly, those two things had to fall at the same time. Around 9, she comes back, we pay. Obviously now we had to wait till she came back with the cup and the card, because we paid with a card. And so around 9:40, like, I took a few sips of the drink. I didn't like it. It tasted really weird to me. It hurt my throat, but that's fine, whatever. I didn't care about spending $35 on the drink / cup. It was a nice experience, but I needed to get on this ride, and I just, experienced it, just not for a long time. So we got it, and then we ran to the area, and we got on Rise of Resistance, and the line there took forever, but we did it, and I was so glad we did. I turned my phone off right before the big drop, because right then and there, as I'm sitting there, I have my phone out, I'm like, we have nowhere for this ride to go right now. Then it hit me in my head, like, wait a minute, I think I remember that there's a drop. I turned my phone off, I stared at my boyfriend because he was in front of me. I was like, get ready. And then we just drop. And then he looks at me at the end and he's like, I'm like, yeah, see, that's why I gave you that face. But overall, that was fun. We got done with that pretty early. The next thing we really had to do was we had reservations at 4:50 for the droid building. So that was pretty late in the day. And then we also had reservations for 5:45 for the lightsabers. But that's only for him. I wanted my boyfriend to make one because I didn't want to make one. I wanted to buy a character one. So, but I wanted the experience. And he wanted to make one. So I was like, okay, I'll just be a guest and watch you. And I didn't record any of the droid, but I did record the lightsaber building. The droid was more hands-on. We were screwing them, picking out parts. They give you like, I'm pretty sure you can search all this up. But prior to that, we spent a lot of the time wasting time. Obviously, we went on a few rides. We also rode Star Tours before that. We met BB-8. We met Chewbacca. We had a cleaning crew come up and clean throw up because somebody threw up when they were meeting Chewbacca. So we got to smell throw up for a little bit. And then we met Darth Vader, which was kind of awkward. Chewbacca comes up to you and hugs you, which was really cute. And we made him act like the guy in the actual outfit laugh. It was the creepiest thing, hearing his actual voice trying to be masked by like Chewbacca's little roar. It was the creepiest thing ever. And Darth Vader was really scary and creepy to stand next to, because he had to be in character. And you're just sitting there like, I don't know what to say to you. Like, but we did that. The first time I saw the stormtroopers, they were on top, like peering down at people. So I was like, oh, that's so awesome. Because we were walking around shops and just absorbing all of it. And then the next time I saw the stormtroopers was when I was having a conversation with my boyfriend. I was staring at him, he was staring at me. So I'm talking, and then suddenly I see two stormtroopers split and walk behind my boyfriend towards me, either side of him. Didn't expect that at all. So I'm like, whoa. I felt like a sharp ass pain in my stomach as soon as I saw them, because it was unexpected. I was like, whoa, this is so cool. And like they peered down at him. And I was like, that's a really cool way to see them for the first time. And I don't think I'll forget that. I don't know. Then we continued to like follow them, not really, but like record them. Then it kind of got annoying seeing about 80 more like throughout the day. We saw Rey and Kylo Ren and then Chewbacca and that girl with the blue hair. I think she's from Clone Wars, but she was the nicest. She came up to us at one point after we finished building the droids, and she's like, I don't trust that black droid. Like, is he safe? And we're like, yeah, he's safe. It was kind of cool. She's like the most talkative one out of all of them. Yeah, I don't know her name. I just loved how everyone was in character the whole time, obviously. And the food I wasn't really fond of. Disney World food at the Star Wars area, not really fond of it. Same with the drinks, but it's an experience. Definitely won't have any of those foods anywhere else. Like, there was really weird combos, but it was different. Pretty traumatized after the rides because there was a lot of shaking and like bumps and flashes, and I was already like hungry and dehydrated throughout the day. We spent 15 hours in that one park. 15 hours from 5 a.m. to around like 8 maybe. Then at the end, I went and got 3 kyber crystals and my character lightsaber, and then we walked to the car, and when we walked to the car, I got the worst stomach pain. I ended up bawling my eyes out for maybe 2 hours because I was in a lot of excruciating pain. But it was a rough night, but I loved every bit of it. I just wish I had my Disney World, my Disney Castle tattoo, my lightsaber tattoo before going to the park, but I will get that eventually. I just didn't have money for both. The second day, Sunday though, we got there a little later than expected, around 1. I really wanted to get there when it opened around 9 a.m., but it's cool. We got some churros. Obviously, I got my Disney ears, a hat for my boyfriend, lots of pictures at the castle. We went on the Pirates of the Caribbean ride, or the Caribbean, whichever. Haunted Mansion, Speedway, or is it, what is it? Is it Speedway? Like Tomorrowland? Speedway, yeah. And Space Mountain at the end. I expected to only go on like 2 rides because the lines were really long. We only ate about like twice during that whole thing because it wasn't raining. It was a nice day. It was okay. On the Space Mountain though, my boyfriend's hat ended up flying off and I caught it because I was behind him. I had never expected that many sharp turns, and I feel like if I recorded any of it, my phone would have flown off. We had a lot of fun. I would definitely go back again, experience some more. Loved seeing the park at night and the castle light up. We didn't stay for the fireworks because I've seen fireworks and not fond of fireworks. Also, we had to get home. Definitely looking forward to when I get to go back again. Definitely have to go to all the other parks. Probably eventually we'll go back to Magic Kingdom and Hollywood Studios Galaxy Edge. Had a lot of fun. I need to experience it all if I fly to Florida and don't have to drive and worry about the time limit and stay in like a hotel. But it's a lot of money. But enjoy these little clips. I had a lot of fun. Great experience for me. And it was one of the happiest moments I've had in a while. If you want to see what we actually bought in both parks, stay tuned for the next video because it's gonna be exciting. I'll have my boyfriend here and we'll lay everything out and talk about prices, what we liked, what we didn't, and it'll be fun. Stay tuned. Bye.